On to another one. Let's crash 500 times.
You're awake. How about that? Whoa, easy there, easy. You've been out cold a couple of days now. Why don't you just relax a second? Get your bearings. Let's see what the damage is. How about your name? Can you tell me your name? I can't say it's what I'd have picked for you, but if that's your name, that's your name. I'm Doc Mitchell. Welcome to Goodsprings. Now, I hope you don't mind, but I had to go rooting around there in your noggin to pull all the bits of lead out. I take pride in my needlework, but you'd better tell me if I left anything out of place. How'd I do? Well, I got most of it right anyway. Stuff that mattered. Okay. No sense
Not
keeping
really.
you dead anymore.
The crashes are the reason I'm getting tired
Let's
of
see
running
if
the
we can
game.
get you on your feet.
Especially in 100%.
All right. Come with me, I'll see you out. Here.
I don't know. Habit, I guess.
You must be the one, Doc. Thanks. Cut it out.
Guess I should go strength. Oh boy. Pretty smooth.
Patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter. Howdy, partner.
Beg your pardon.
Goddamn. Losing time on dumb stuff.
Hello.
How may I be of service?
Hey, baby. Hello. Hello, babe.
Benny's gonna show you your platinum pussy.
Didn't intend to sleep in a bed, but
Hey!
Well, howdy, partner. Where to, partner? Penthouse floor.
I need to buy the gun, the 9mm anyway.
Hey, you there.
Wonder when I do that.
Hey, no one.
Come to Mick and Ralph for all your shopping needs.
It was pretty risky. I was before the curb, so I could have gotten space launched.
Howdy, friend.
It's a nice start at least. No crashes and pretty much no big mistakes.
The paths we're following are slow going, so you might as well keep your ears open and listen to what old Jed has to
If
say.
you haven't watched the run before,
A few
all
decades
these
back,
cutscenes are
folks in the
unskippable,
NCR
so
started to hear about a community
enjoy
in northern
storytelling.
Utah called New Canaan. Didn't know much about them, except that they were religious folks, sent out missionaries to talk to the tribes. We've seen our share of cults, but the New Canaanites, they were honest traders. Good fighters, too. Raiders wouldn't tangle with them. But then, the Legion appeared in Arizona. I reckon you know all about them. Turns out Caesar's first war chief, the Malpace Legate, was a New Canaanite, Joshua Graham. Legend goes that Graham was the meanest, toughest son of a bitch in the whole damn Legion. The New Canaanites wouldn't talk about him. They were ashamed. Guess I can't blame them. Well, at Hoover Dam, the Malpace Legate finally met his match. Hanlon and Oliver kicked his New Canaanite butt right back over the river. Caesar had to make an example for the others, to show them that even at the highest level, failure wouldn't be tolerated. He had Graham covered in pitch, lit on fire, and thrown into the Grand Canyon. People say he didn't even scream on the way down. Not long after, some of the slaves and tribals started to talk. Said Graham wasn't dead. Shouldn't have been any surprise. All this talk bothered Caesar, so he forbade anyone from speaking his name. Wanted to erase Joshua Graham from history. He got his wish. Joshua Graham disappeared, and in his place came legends of the burned man walking the wastes. Probably just a tribal ghost story. But New Canaan's been silent for a long time. Maybe it's a coincidence. Maybe the Malpace Legate is dead. Or maybe
Is the audio balance
Joshua
good, by the
Graham
way?
did crawl
Because
out
I
of that
lowered the
canyon
game volume a
and
bit.
finally found his way back home.
Is it too low? Or is it good?
All right.
Sorry to bother you with reality, old Jed.
Ayúdame.
That was bad. My aim was terrible. And that's on the start.
And so it was that
Good
the
DLC.
conflict between the New Canaanites and the Whitelegs was finally resolved. The courier's
Well worth
involvement
the
had tipped the scale,
10
shifting
euros
the fragile
it
balance of
costed when it
power.
came out.
Already weakened by several seasons of bad trading, the Happy Trails Caravan Company was devastated by the failure of its expedition. The New Canaanites never re-established ties with the caravan. Their experiences with outsiders near the Great Salt Lake and in Zion had been far too negative. Within 6 months, the Happy Trails Caravan Company was bankrupted and dissolved.
Yeah,
And with
if you, I don't know if you were here for the last one, but I got lost like twice and I killed him too fast the other time. So quest didn't trigger.
Hold it right there.
I'll take this from here.
Night bossing.
Welcome, Chuck.
Got some really lucky patrols today. Hello, Dr. Manic. No crashes yet, but I'm probably jinxing myself now. Ah shit. Dodged old man.
Last night some girl was pounding on my door.
Oh!
Married for 17 years. Where did I go wrong?
Hi!
Warning, loud noise incoming. But I lowered the sound, so maybe not.
Wow.
Step closer to the demonstration area, please. Okay. All together. New Vegas finally
I messed up my rhythm slightly.
Every secure. You did a super.
It's alright. Now, off to that money. This area's awful. It's all those slopes and stuff. Rocks and trees. Makes me bump up all over the place. It's okay though. Sound like a 10-second time loss. Hopefully. Because the game has tendencies to crash in the same spots. Okay, more cutscenes and onto that one. Pretty good DLC to Speedrun. Has lots of corners and shit. You can't really sequence break it, but you can clip everywhere.
You've heard of the Sierra Madre Casino. We all have. The legend, the curses, foolishness about it lying in the middle of the city of the dead, buried beneath a blood-red cloud. A bright, shining monument luring treasure hunters to their doom. The world's most famous stars and entertainers were invited to its grand opening. An invitation was a sign of exclusiveness. The opening was supposed to symbolize a road to a brighter future, not just for the world, but for all who came to its doors. A chance for anyone to begin again. Except the Sierra Madre never opened. The war froze it in time, like a big flashbulb going off. The grand opening, one big ending of humanity. It's still out there, in the wastes, preserved, just waiting for someone to crack it open. But getting to it, that's not the hard part. It's letting go. Are you listening?
Watch out for the villa inhabitants. They're difficult
dash with
to
this
kill
weapon too,
unless you
but
chop
I only
them
have one
apart.
ammo type, so
If you
I need
can,
to
blow them
shoot
up
and
or
reload.
disintegrate them.
I'm gonna pick up that spear for later.
Speakers and radios interfere with the bomb caller frequency and can trigger the detonators prematurely.
Knew you would come. Below the cage. Down to where I am. Maybe you saw the letters I scratched on the villa walls. A little farther. Follow my voice. That's it. The one in the cage. Dog. That's... Can't take any chances. You may be some victim who simply stumbled down here. If so, can't let you let Dog out.
Dog, back
No,
in the cage.
not yet.
I didn't intend for that to happen. So now I'm with the Dog instead of God. Like I usually pick God because I don't know really. It was faster that way. I'd rather dislike one
The villa's
thing,
comm speakers have aged poorly.
so don't really
They're
remember
damaged.
why.
Picking up an emitter signature. Watch for security holograms. Dangerous. Don't shoot them. Attacking them is useless.
This is the time stop glitch. When you do this, the entire world freezes and I can walk around in it. It's useful for freezing the enemies so they don't shoot me. Some unlimited health supplies. Okay, 2 out of 3 companions rescued. What's the third one? is Dean Domino.
Picking up signals near your location. Detonators. Watch for traps.
You can bypass most of the area by going out of bounds and through the invisible walls. I thought I knew this, but apparently not. There you go. There, easy every time.
That tourist crosses me, they'll regret it. Even if they don't, they still might.
The Sierra...
Don't have to take the long way back. There's a shortcut across the way, you see? It's through...
God damn it. Everything's going awfully this time. You can make it over with only one dash. And I'm on limited dashes. Obviously this is slower than just doing it once.
Of course. It is getting too quiet.
Good.
So, what's your...
I think I walked this one. I'm a little behind on ammo. Come on, clip through. There you go. So just basically always being a dick to Christine. Talk shit to her and lie to her. Just send her down. Don't have that many bullets left, so I need to be careful.
Was that him floating?
It's your... Those machines, Sinclair's little gifts. Last of all.
And the 3 ways here. I'm gonna kill enemies because Dean focuses on them.
Poke him with a stick or something.
And I'm just speeding up the process. My spear is looking totally fucked right now. I don't know.
If your marker's right, think the roost we're looking for is to the southeast.
You're at the gold scalar area.
So...
Now make him stay.
That was kind of slow by my part. I'm kinda low on bullets, and we're still gonna walk this one too.
Where are you taking, dog? Yes, master.
Dog is so different from God. His dialogue options are not the same.
So hungry.
Like, not even sure if he can operate the levers.
Cage over there with things to pull.
No, not now. Come on. There you go. That was way too hard. Apparently my input didn't register, so it's a waste of a bullet. Well, dog is supposedly better at fighting than God, so hopefully it'll arrive quicker. Yeah, super fast.
Why are we here?
What? This is way too difficult.
Why are we here? Dog doesn't
Dog, back in the cage.
So here we are.
The bell tower.
Way too long.
That's where you'll trigger the Gale event. It's a ways up. I'm sure you'll find a way to climb up there.
Oh, hey, Doc Mitchell. What's up? Dang, I should have gotten quick draw. Why is this working now? There you go. That was a disaster. Now I'm quick setting, quick loading rapidly to buffer my fall forward. And also to cancel the fall damage. I hate the fucking hell.
Can you hear me?
Okay, so I'm really long, but it's hopefully I can manage. Best. I don't know about that. Come on, go through. Go through the wall. Ain't hard. Just go through the wall. Yeah, I'm losing a lot of time on this segment. Because of fuck-ups and etc.
This is the past you're walking through. Few have ever seen it. No one else ever will. I worked hard to get here. It'll give me what I need before I leave, and it'll always welcome me back.
Now, look for a way to wake this ghost up. Remind it, it's got guests.
You woke it up, good. Emit a free... Damn recordings.
This script took a long time in my opinion, so hopefully
Casino's
it won't
woken up. Hey,
No more being. Going
Back in the cave. Peach, stop what you're doing. We can hear you now. Listening to me.
Good. Really
Tired
good.
of being your minder.
Gigi, I don't know. Elijah is the main antagonist of this DLC. It's the former elder of the Brotherhood of Steel in the Mojave. Into the crazy with technology and wonder of.
Sorry.
Now get out before your collarbos.
You've got one of the floors reestablished. Good. Accessing the music archives now. 2 more to go. Oh, it seems the casino has uninvited guests. The villa inhabitants were pounding at the doors. Now they found a way inside.
Or break him.
Now time stopping all the time to pause the beeping timer. If the reach is full, then I'm dead. Now gotta wait for this little scene here to play out, and then I can kill Dean and be out of here. But it takes less than 2 shots.
Deal with the ghoul. This has gone on long enough.
You think you had what... All right, your resource. Just to find a little bit.
Get to the door before...
Deal with them, and enough try and leave yourself. Almost have the entirety of what I need from the music archive. Once you have the last fragment, you can thread the archives together at the main
Find the mutant, deal with her. She's... Floor's buzzing with emitter signatures. Watch out for holograms.
What's with my collar? Elijah? Or... No, it's you. Even better. This is Christine.
I love that third-person instruction.
You got off on the wrong floor. You're trapped. Hope you can make it past security. I've been looking forward to taking care of you since the gala event. You and Elijah were working together this whole time. Should have known. Just from your actions. You have his outlook on things. Signal frequency's hot. Although I'm sure my collar would let me know.
Your collar's ticking.
Detonated. So come on and get me, bitch.
You have the last fragment. That's all I need. Now, go to the main lobby terminal, thread the music sequence together.
Oof. That explosive almost went off.
Leaving me in that goddamn elevator in the dark? You begged me to do the same to you while the holograms are tracing lasers across your face.
I like her talking when she's already dead. Was the Dead Money zone before that? But yeah, it's in Dusty. Was not correct.
You.
Gotta wait for him to enter here, and then I'm gonna take the back to it. Hopefully it's gonna work. Hello? I have really bad frame rate right now. Just stand over here to hit the trigger when he, like, does this.
What's this? Alarms. What? You think you can run? This entire structure is mine to command.
That's the money.
You've heard stories of the Sierra Madre Casino. We all have. This story's different than the others. It's all in promise.
Restart my game after this cutscene.
And the ending.
When Dog fell in the Sierra Madre Casino, 2 died as 1. Dog died hungry, alone, frightened. The voice in his head died with him, screaming, furious, enraged. But the voice was gone, and Dog was grateful. At least Dog was dead, and the voice needed to watch over him no more. In the moment before their lives ended, the wall between the 2 personalities fell. The 2 became silent as they saw the chain between them. Hunger and control are twin greeds, something Dog and his shadow had never realized.
Dean Domino, entertainer, singer, thief, had his last show on the Sierra Madre stage. The heist he spent over 200 years planning fell apart, just as the first, by underestimating his partner's strength. Not long after the courier left the villa, the lights in the theater shut off, one by one. Only Dean's hologram remained on the stage, singing silently to an empty room. Still, as consumed as he had been with its riches and ruin, the Sierra Madre had held him captive long ago.
Christine, scarred by her hunt for Elijah, and unable to let him go, perished in the Sierra Madre Casino. She never completed her mission, nor did she stop to consider what had driven her to accept the mission in the first place. Obsession is another form of greed, a lesson that Christine never learned.
You've heard of the Sierra Madre Casino. We all have. the legend, the curses. Some foolishness about it lying in the middle of a city of dead. A city of ghosts, buried beneath a blood-red cloud. A bright, shining monument luring treasure hunters to their doom. An illusion that you can begin again. Change your fortunes. Finding it, though, that's not the hard part.
It's letting go.
It's letting go.
Wait a moment. Before you go, we hope you've enjoyed.
Back to smooth 60. Oh, I got above the rocks this time. A bit too far. These space launches aren't really good for my time. Lonesome Road, the final DLC. It released last at least. So I guess I'm playing them out of order because Old World Blues makes a reference to this DLC in the outro credits. It's also the only one without an intro cutscene. So it's nice.
Great job, team.
That's ED. Just gonna talk shit to him all the time. Cause that's fast. This guy can really ruin your day with his rockets. That's a shit ton of damage.
Alert, hostiles in area.
By going out of bounds here, we can skip the small side areas. Just go straight to exit. Hey, thanks, Steeler Flaps. Messed that up a bit, but it's fine. I need to get launched here by this this outcropping. It's not going well. There we go. Because I'm gonna skip the laser tagger. Because, well, it's slow to get, and I don't really need it. So I need to go around. This death claw is fake. Dashing in here is pretty awkward because, well, it's an inside area with lots of corners.
There you are.
It's 2, I think now. 3. Unfortunate, but it happens. Yeah, the game froze. It does that when you do the glitch, the reload dashing glitch. If you like go too fast, it sometimes freezes the entire game. You need to restart it. There's no other way around it. I might be royally fucked there. God damn.
There you are.
Well, losing a lot of time here. We gotta balance this narrow highway part. Because everywhere else is death triggers. Hopefully this isn't solid. It is solid. Well, got around the death claws at least. And of course, ED is not here, like he's supposed to be. Presumably got in combat with something. That's really fucking bad. Because I need him here. Okay. I won't complain, but you were not here when you activated that. Slow down, but whatever. This is gonna die down, so basically this is an old scholar. Just standing here and killing the enemies before they spawn. That's all. Yep. Computer blue screen. That's bad. This clip is awful. It's a very finicky spot here, you can just fall through the rock. But it really seems random, but I'm not sure whether it is or not. It's just, there it is. Found it. That was faster than last time, but the other parts of this DLC was pretty bad. I probably won't die on the last fight like last time.
Next week on...
Thought that explosion.
Nice. Not nice. Didn't manage to time stop in time, so I walked over the mine. God damn. I was hoping it would do the meaning.
So you can't. From the divide. The divide erupted as the flame trail of the two couriers' last message arced into the sky. Missiles fell on the east, and the Legion encampment at Drywells, where the Twisted Heres had allied, then been betrayed by Wulpus and Caesar. Legion soldiers died, their silhouettes blasted into the ground and earth, the last word of the last of the Twisted Heres. It was an ending to things, a way of erasing the road that had led to this point and the history that had walked with it. Hopeville burned lightless in the night, invisible fires of radiation scorching it from within and without. It is said a man still walked its streets with a tattered jacket, an old world flag etched on the back. He remained there, perhaps as punishment for the scars he left on the wastes, or a reminder of a history he could not forget. For Ulysses, his journey was over. The courier had been the end of his road. As for the courier, she turned her back on her home for the second time and made her way back, navigating the treachery of the divide. Tunnelers and the marked men avoided the lone figure, as if recognizing the courier's right to passage, or out of fear. The courier walked until she stood again upon the edge of the divide.
The last road she would walk before the second battle for Hoover Dam. There, beside her feet, was a final package from one courier to another. A footlocker bearing a gift and a message. But that message, it is something for couriers to carry, and for them alone. The lights flickered across the divide, reminders that the old world histories persist and find
like
meaning
2 minutes of gameplay,
in the present.
Another 4 minutes of
It's
cutscenes.
sad. War
It's a really cutscene heavy part of the
never
game.
changes. Women do. Through the roads they walk. And this road has reached its end.
Wait for midnight or close to midnight to be able to enter the AC. Gotta try sticking on the flats. See if that's faster. Well, in combat, what? This has never happened before. This is awful. Just fucking run away. I don't have any range down. Fucking hate this shit. And of course AA is too fucking retarded to go around corners. There, I lost them. Can I go now? Nope. Can't use it while crouched, apparently. Come on, dude. This might have just killed my entire fucking run. This fucking random legion spawn. This is such a fucking bitch and just backs off. And I have no range ammo left. Fucking hell, dude. Since it's day, I can't use the satellite anymore. Need to wait for night. It's a good waste of all my fucking time. Good now? No Legion fuckboys? Have a cutscene.
In the years before the Great War, Big Mountain had been the home to the brightest minds of the 21st century.
I've never
Scientists
had a
of
Legion
vision
spawn
were
there.
drawn to the facility to tackle the greatest technological challenges of the era. They sought to create a new world, fueled by technology for the benefit of all mankind. Sonic emitters, space-age alloys, DNA hybridization, force field particle research, autodoc advances in cranial, cardiac, and trauma surgery. The hopes and dreams of a century became realities in the electronic forges of Big Mountain. The nucleus of this research was the Dome, a huge stone facility that held the labs of every science known to man. It was a think tank where no problem could not be solved, where no question could not be answered. The Great War brought a new energy to Big Mountain and its scientists. Although sheltered from the front lines, the scientists waged their own war, fighting their battles at the atomic level. Equations and calculations marched endlessly across chalkboards and computer terminals toward one solution: winning the war. For years, the minds and computers of Big Mountain were a blaze of trajectories, weapon schematics, and nuclear theories. The problems began to outpace the solutions, first geometrically, then exponentially. As the war escalated, so did the questions.
Yeah, this is
On the night of October 23rd, 2077, the scientists received an answer that put all their questions to rest. In the aftermath, Big Mountain's silent experiments went to sleep, their creators slowly dying in the new world that had been left behind. And the great stone in the middle of the Big Empty lay untouched, filled with countless technological wonders. Wonders that, in the end, had been answers to the wrong question. intruder. You will not escape the eyes of my robo-scorpions. Well done, soon the technologies will be safe. You think that oral stealth suit will keep you hidden from me? Think again!
I thought I would die there. Let's smack down on the rocks. Didn't take any damage. When's this level up coming, possibly?
Students, this is the pre-recorded voice of your pre-recorded principal, Dr. Principal Boros. You may know me as the head chief first researcher of Labs C9 and C14. There I fought valiantly to preserve rattlesnake DNA and put it right where it belongs, in the husk of another feared predator. Oh, and the tarantula.
No. This is the worst. Getting knocked down.
Enough about me. It has come to my attention that many of you seemingly innocent
Should we time stop this?
subverted by red propaganda. This is a most serious matter, requiring the most serious of detentions. Can you spell detention? I'll tell you how I spell it. Death tension. Commie Pico traitors. Oh my. You got to the residential test. This is really Boros, by the way. Hello again. None of us thought you would get this far.
Please take cover until the danger
Residential
has
test. Wasn't that shut down for some reason?
tolerated.
Oh, yes. My pet, Gabe. I'd forgotten about the old boy and the countless experiments I'd done on him back at his.
Let's see where they take this out there. It's gonna be the second last one, and I'm gonna be convinced it's set.
Gabe, down, boy, stop it.
Oh, it's totally random.
Dr. Mobius, 0.
Great hindrance in my speed. Yeah, last time was definitely better here. This is kinda slow.
Attention visitors! Combat experiment in progress. Please put on your goggles and take your rad-X now. The X-42 giant robo-scorpion is alive! X-42, attack! In the name of Mobius! Protocol, in the name of all that is Mobius! This is a pre-recorded attack message in you can't avoid the deadly lasers team.
Nice fight. Didn't get hit by after explosion either. The death explosion.
As it had been in the years before the Great War,
way better than
Big
last time.
Mountain, the
Didn't
Big
crash a single
Empty,
time.
became home to one of the brightest minds of the 23rd century. The courier watched over the Big Empty for years to come, caring for it and keeping its discoveries safe until they were needed to help others. Which had always been Big Mountain's purpose. Past the laboratories and science, it had always been intended as a place to build the future of all mankind.
Although, truth be told, the courier had barely explored the crater in an attempt to rush through and be done with the whole thing. Perhaps that was for the best, however. Curiosity, while sometimes rewarded for its efforts, often proves to be equally dangerous.
The Forbidden Zone continued to be, true to its name, forbidden. No more robo-scorpions were sighted in its canyons.
This
Big Mountain became even emptier,
like 5 minutes.
devoid of Dr. Mobius's proclamations forecasting the destruction of anything that dared possess sentience. Still, it is said he lived on in the equations inscribed on the floor and walls of the Forbidden Zone dome.
Paired
A
with
cobweb
heavy armor.
tracery of symbols that told of 1,000 brilliant thoughts, now lost to time.
The sink was strangely silent, which it had never been in previous years. The lack of personality modules made the base lifeless and sterile.
As the courier made his way through the X8 facility, the computers analyzed the test subject's movements. They eventually created new cyber dogs to root out commie traitors from the wasteland. Traitors like Betsy Bright, Richie Marcus. Although they couldn't seem to find any commies, so they turned on themselves, howling sonic barks that echoed miles across the landscape.
The infiltration program in X-13 continued to scan for the subject and the stealth suit prototype long after the test was over. Frustrated and unable to find its lost technology, X-13 expanded its network of laser tripwires, sensors, and robo-brains out across Big Mountain. This glittering blue light beam forest cleanly bisected anything that entered its depths, slicing them into small segmented parts for easy disposal.
The courier, organs intact, continued onwards, a little less heavy of step, but with all the organs in the right places, as they should be. After all, brains can develop a life of their own when left to their own thoughts, and the courier's brain was more clever than most.
The think tank basement, filled with the lobotomized robotical frames of the doctors, now served as a graveyard. The monitors had recorded the battle in its entirety, including the think tank's final, shrill, terrified screams, whimpers, and pleas for mercy. They broadcast these humiliating last moments as a warning to anyone approaching the perimeter that other smarty pants were not welcome. The courier was the inheritor of the Big Empty, and there was room for only one will in the halls of the think tank dome.
There is an expression in the wasteland, old world blues.
It refers to those so obsessed with the past they can't see the present, much less the future, for what it is.
They stare into the what was, eyes like pilot lights, guttering and spent, as the realities of their world continue on around them.
Science is a long, steady progression into the future. What may seem a sudden event often isn't felt for years, even centuries to come.
Yeah,
in the
they did some
times
sick shit.
following the Second Battle of Hoover Dam,
covered
however,
up the entire
Old
thing.
World Blues took on a new meaning.
Where once it was viewed as a form of sadness, nostalgia, it became an expression describing the potential for the future.
It can be easy to see science as evil, technology unchecked as the source of all ills, all misfortunes.
With the courier at the helm, science became a beacon for the future. There was old world blues, and new world hope. And hope ruled the day at Big Mountain.
We could say more, but the stories in the Big Empty speak for themselves. Now armed with the transportal Ponder, The courier could return to the dome at any time and crack open the secrets of the Big Empty one by one. The sink sat vigilant, waiting for its master to return, shoes covered in Mojave dust. Only one road yet remained, and it was one the courier had to walk alone.
Okay, cutscene over. Time to finish the game.
You look new to free.
Goddamn. Never only been free. This is bad. Yeah. It's like good shit right there.
Don't you love seeing...
We must get to the control room and install the whole...
Good thing these don't hurt at all. I hit the teleport trigger behind this gate. If you go behind the gate, you get teleported to the middle of the dam. Luckily, a quick save.
An envoy of
That machete is a DLC item now, I think. Maybe it doesn't have it. But it's kind of OP, yeah, I agree.
Caesar on the cross. Guess it ain't no secret.
You did a super...
And so the courier who had cheated death in the cemetery outside Good Springs cheated death once again. And the Mojave Wasteland was forever changed. The courier, with the aid of Yes Man, drove both the Legion and the NCR from Hoover Dam, securing New Vegas' independence from both factions. With Mr. House out of the picture, the remaining Securitrons on the Strip were hard-pressed to keep order. Anarchy ruled the streets. When the fires died, New Vegas remained, assuming its position as an independent power in the Mojave. Preferring neither the best of the NCR nor the worst of the Legion, the courier was the woman responsible for a truly independent New Vegas. She had removed Mr. House from power over the Strip and broken the influence of the NCR and Caesar's Legion in the Mojave Wasteland.
Black Mountain Radio continued to broadcast its peculiar form of propaganda. Raul Tejada faced his execution each day, though pardoned in the end. Travelers venturing too near Black Mountain continued to be harassed by Tabitha's followers.
With little law left in the wasteland, the boomers continued to defend themselves against the prospectors and scavengers invading their territory.
The Brotherhood used the Battle of Hoover Dam as an opportunity to retake Helios 1, and came to control the area between it and Hidden Valley. With no organized opposition, their patrols began monitoring trade along I-15 and 95, seizing any items of technology they deemed inappropriate.
Fiends overran Camp McCarran during the Second Battle of Hoover.
There, I did it. Keep the credits. JK, can't really die.